What's going on, guys? Oh, paintball stuff, live. I had a long day today. Yep, that's about all. Good thing this camera set up. There were no technical difficulties this time. I just plugged it in and it worked, kind of like it's worked in the past. So it's good to see that we actually, worked well this time. No problems. Not that were unsurmisable fairly quickly, at least. This laptop was plugged in. We are unplugging the laptop. I always reposition myself. You'd think I would do this before I started, but I don't. So we're going to make the chat bigger so I can see it at a little bit of a distance. Okay. Whew, how's it going? Oh. Axt said, back at it with the Supreme hat. Every single time you see me on the internet, I probably have one of these on. I mean, really every day. I ordered 2 new hats from Supreme, god damn, it was 2 weeks ago now, and they finally shipped yesterday. It was kind of wondering. I'm like, man, are they going to ship my stuff? What's going on around here? But, they shipped it yesterday. You know what else I ordered today? I know I've kind of talked about this for a while. I ordered... We're also using this new, hold on, I can't think and type at the same time. YouTube came out with this new setting for live streams called instant feed or something like that. And we're trying that out. I don't know, I think the lag might be a little bit less. It's kind of hard to tell, but, because I'm doing this live and talking all at the same time. I ordered, check out the chat room. I ordered one of these Immortal regulators today. Immortal Air is a company. Whoa. Yeah, that's pretty good. The lag seems not bad. Yeah, but so I ordered. Hold on, my lighting feels weird. I'm gonna turn that up a little bit. Yeah, Immortal Air is a company that they're new, sorta. I mean, newish. They've been making rigs, I think, for about 1.5 years. They're not too popular, but they were started by Dan Colby. Dan Colby started Air America back in the day. They were one of the first compressed air tank companies. They made the Armageddon and Apocalypse and Unireg. They made a bunch of air products. Kind of went away for 15 years-ish. And then now they're back as Immortal Air. So one thing that I've found curious about these Immortal regs is that they claim, let's read this, somewhere on here, it says, one of the most efficient regulators on the market, up to 30% more shots over the competition. 30% better air efficiency from a regulator. I've always found that claim, I don't know, skeptical. I've been skeptical of that claim. So I bought a regulator and I want to find out if it's more efficient. So we're going to get, at some point here, just like one of the normal Ninja regs, make them both output at 550 and do an air efficiency test. I mean, 30% is a considerable improvement. So I'm curious about that. We'll see. And then also today, those Powerhouse regs on PB Nation I saw are officially available. I don't know anything about them. They look unique. I mean, they're designed interesting. One of the hard things to test, though, is consistency, right? It's hard to kind of test which regulator is more consistent. I mean, if we have gauges and stuff set up, craziness, which I don't have, I guess it could happen. So I want to test all 3 of those regs, really, like that Powerhouse reg, the Immortal Air reg, and the Ninja reg. Yeah. We'll see which one's more air efficient. Not air, well, yeah, air efficient, I guess, and more consistent, because I'll just shoot them over radar a bunch and then figure out which one's the most consistent. Yeah. No lag, that's good. I don't show lag on said streaming box thing known as a computer. Vanquish GT review, probably not. Yeah, probably not. If Empire come out with a new Vanquish, I will talk about that at some point, but I don't know, I feel like the GT, like, I don't know, it's kind of old and, like, not as cool. I don't know. I'm trying to find something real fast for you guys. I want to talk about something in a minute here, and I want to make sure that I copy a link correctly. Yeah. What is the next gun review? Curtis asks. The next review, Nick, I do know Micah McLaughlin. The next review coming up will be the Azoden KPC pump gun. I didn't really want to do it because, I don't know, I just feel like it's so similar to the KP3. The whole review is just going to revolve around me just being like, buy a KP3. But it is a popular gun, and a lot of people have asked, so why not? KPC review will, I don't know, maybe next week, maybe the week after that, but probably in the next 2 weeks, hopefully. Yeah. Eddie, there's Eddie again. Eddie said, what'd you say? I didn't even read what you said. He said, I can't wait to hang out at Cup. Are you going? I imagine you're going then. Playing Division 2, I imagine, right? Right, let's hope so. Man, hanging out, I don't know. I'd love it. But I have a feeling at World Cup, I will be overwhelmed with work. I mean, I've talked about that. I want to try to make like 20 to 30 videos come out at World Cup. Out of World Cup. It's not going to be like 20 or 30 videos edited and posted within like 3 days. But yeah, I have some ideas that I hope are executed, I can execute well, and you guys like. Because I want to start making more pro content. It's just kind of hard, right? Because it's hard to travel all these tournaments. It costs a lot of money, and I don't have lots of money. So it makes it hard. We'll talk about this. A couple weeks ago, again, I want to make sure that I'm right. I am totally screwing all this up. We'll just interact with Tom H here. Thank you, Tom. And if you noticed, the Super Chat light and sound are officially back. Liked the Bury Your Dead for today's intro song. Thanks. That's an old Bury Your Dead song. It has like 4 lyrics. Also kind of funny. They're just like, bury your dead. Yeah, right? Like, music recently on like intros, I was always kind of like doing like fun, like stuff that I think everyone would like. And I was like, this is stupid. I'm doing music that like I actually listen to. So that's why there's been like different, not poppy, catchy music lately. Like Bury Your Dead. And then I think I did Madball one time. I can't remember. It was the Say Anything one. I like Say Anything. Yeah, so I've started mixing it up. Yeah, so recently, this was like 3 weeks ago, I did a paintball podcast where I talked to this microphone set up like this, but it didn't work. Anyway, paintball podcast. Yeah, called Paintball Dynamite with host. Oh man, why is my computer? My screen just went black. Anyway, nope. There we go. Yeah, Paintball Dynamite. Let's post. There's a link in the description or in the comment section of this chat right now. Go listen to that. I actually haven't listened to the full thing through. It was posted, I believe, last night. It went up with host Ken Mason. And, man, what is with my computer? And Matt, I'm blanking on your last name all of a sudden, but he's right there. Bjornax, right there. There was, okay, go check that out. I feel I'm missing super chats and I feel bad for it, so we're gonna focus on that. Tom, those are the lyrics in that song. I don't wanna cuss on here because it's like a yeah. Anyway. Bury or Dead. I don't really like, I think the new, like, old Bury or Dead stuff's better. I don't, like, feel the new stuff. Although I don't really listen to music ever, either. I listen to talk radio and podcasts. Dopey Boy. Thank you, sir. Where was... Jake's I'll Say Anything was a very good movie. The Band is way better. Matt O'Neill. There we go. Sorry, Matt. I have the worst memory ever, which I think I talk about tomorrow in Paintball Question Time. I think I mentioned how bad my memory is in that video. Red Gatorade. What is Red Gatorade? Oh, that's a stupid song. I think. I don't know. Bear DiDigio. I don't know. I know of Bear DiDigio. We've never spoken. That's about all. Theodore Vu, I think that's how I pronounce your last name, I'm pretty sure. Hey, is a First Strike tank better than a Ninja? No. I don't like the First Strike tanks. My experience with the First Strike tanks has not been good. I suggest the Empire or Ninja. I think those are good. Yeah. Terrence Mack, okay, that makes sense. I was looking... I shouldn't say this stuff. I was looking at his Instagram a while ago, and I saw he's like, did Red Gatorade live somewhere, and I was like, cool. I didn't watch the video. I just remember hearing something of that sort. So he wrote that song. Interesting. He's always out like mixing it up with famous people. That's not my style. I prefer a nice evening home with a good book. Yeah. What's okay? Fergus Burkle. What's a good beginner setup for $500? This is gonna be in a video here at some point where I don't necessarily say best beginner setup, but if I had, well, this is what it's gonna be. If I had $500, actually I kinda added this up earlier and realized it was over $500, but this is what I would say for best beginner setup. Is it over $500? Well, we're gonna double check the price of something really fast here. I would say, I think it's barely, I might be confused on price. No, I'm right. So this is technically over $500, but this is gonna be a video that I'm either gonna label like best setup under $500, best tournament setup under $500, best beginner setup for tournaments or something like that. But I'm still going Mini GS, Halo 2, Empire 68, 4500. That's 505. And that's what I'm gonna consider a setup. Sometimes people like to throw masks and that jazz in there, but I don't know. I feel like setup's gun tank hopper, you know. Mini GS, Halo 2, 6845. Roberto, he asked Jake a question. He said, Jake, Immortal Air Regs or Ninja Regs? I'm curious. I I really don't know a lot about the Immortal Regs. I mean, I've held the tanks and I've held the Regs, but I haven't really like messed with them. So I am kind of curious to see which one of these is better. Jake, Jake, inflammatory? No. Exuberantly said Ninja. So I'm curious. I don't know. We're gonna do some testing and actually find out, because I would like to know. I also watched, I don't know if you guys watched today, but Planet Eclipse did their core thing, the core. It's kind of confusing because GI Sports also has their event they call Core Day, where it's all for dealers, where they like have, I don't know, dealer classes and sales courses and tech classes and stuff like that. So it's weird to me to call it like they do. Planet Eclipse has the thing called the Core or something, like Core, I don't know, it's confusing. Where they just do live streams and Jack Wood talks about stuff. So it's weird that they have, GI has Core Day and then they have Core or whatever. They talked about 50 cal today. I didn't actually watch it. So go to Planet Eclipse's page. They did their live stream today. I'll probably watch that tomorrow morning. It was all about a blog post that they wrote about like the future of 50 cal and like how 50 cal is gonna save paintball or something like that. And then everyone said they were crazy, and they actually like addressed it on camera. Sometimes I feel like that's a problem when writing doesn't come through the same way. Like if I were to say all of this stuff in writing, it doesn't have nearly the same impact. Because you can like see my facial expressions and the intonation and inflections in my voice so I can better convey what I'm saying. That's a bluey secure. What's happening now about Bob Long Guns, or what's happening now with Bob Long Guns, or is there better known Field 1? Tomorrow, some weird noises going on outside. Tomorrow, paintball question time, I addressed that exact question. Tomorrow, I will answer the question in paintball question time. Oh, I deleted all those current old questions. I talk about that. Check back tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for paintball question time. Yeah. We'll talk about it there. Yeah. Sometimes I'm nervous about reading some of these long comments. It's because some of them I can just glance at and see that they're acceptable. But we're just going to go with paintball with Matt. Could you do another redo the G? Yeah, right. I'm with you. Could you do another redo the G-Tech 160R review again, because the audio was kind of janky and the lighting looked like you were in the dark? No, absolutely. That video was awful. That was the first video I ever made. I think. I'm pretty sure. So if you guys are curious about how far this whole like paintball ruined my life thing has come, go back and like watch this video. I'm gonna post a link in the description. But dude, it's awful. I mean, like, I still feel like the actual content is good. Like, you know, like my wording and the things I say, but man, I watched that now and there were like parts where I like rambled on that had nothing to do with other topics and like, I don't know. Will I redo it? I won't redo that video, no. I have thought about redoing like specific videos, like when I've done, I don't know, just some old ones where best beginner setup is for sure the most popular video I've ever made. And I kind of knew that going into it. I kind of knew that it would be, because that's something that people just search for and want answered and, you know, look for a lot. That video is awful too. So I do think about reshooting them, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I think there's a tow truck outside. Maybe it's the diesel? I don't know. I heard diesel moving about. I don't know. Who took advantage of some of the Labor Day sales this week? Did you get yourself a Spire for like 75 bucks off? That's a pretty good deal. I don't know. Maybe someone's car broke down? I heard a hood shut on a car. I don't know. Dude, Spire sale was good. I know I took advantage of that. Free real estate. Real estate advice? Jacob, do you think most airsoft vests will fit M4 magazines? Wait, I'll reread that. Do you think most airsoft vests that fit M4 mags would fit Tippmann TMC mags? Yes. So, one thing that's very true, like real M4 mags for real M4s and airsoft M4 magazines are most of the time quite a bit more like skinny and like just smaller all around than the paintball mags. But the TMC magazines are pretty small. They're gonna be one of the smaller of like the big M4 style magazines for paintball guns, right? So like they're smaller, quite a bit smaller than like the Modern Combat Solution Helix mags or the Dam mags or you know, like the Milsig mags or whatever it is. They're quite a bit smaller. So I would assume that most of the TMC magazines are gonna fit well in real like M4 mag pouches. I mean, I haven't tried them all, but like I know that like when I've tried them in like NC Star mag pouches, they fit. When I've tried them in like the Valken VTAC ones, they fit well. So yeah. David Hurley. Sorry I am late, but I got my bandana today. Love it. Good. Awesome. Which one did you buy? Man, that's crazy. I'm really close to this camera. No, not really, I guess. Cool. Hey, Brad, you ever talked about the Defy DS3? No, not really. I mean, I don't really have a ton of experience with the Defy hoppers, honestly. Man, what is going on outside? I'm pretty sure there's a car being towed. I think I hear a winch. I don't know. There's a parking lot right there. Rudy, where do you recommend shopping for cheap bandanas? So when I think bandana, right, I think of that big square thing that's a bandana, you know, just a piece of cotton. I mean, you can buy those things anywhere. Cheap headbands for paintball, on the other hand, I don't know. They're all about 20 bucks. I don't know if any of them are like way cheaper than others. And for the most of the part, head wrap, okay? And for the most part, all the cheap headbands are cheap for a reason. So they're just not going to be as nice a quality, and the front part's not going to be very thick and not have much material there. Or head wraps. Again, most head wraps also are the same price though. They're all about 20 bucks. Head wrap wise, like stuff with the mesh, I think I like the dye ones the most. They're like 20 bucks. Okay. Somewhere in there. Does anyone go, whoa, 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 whoa. How does one become ag? Is ag still a thing anymore? Didn't ag like morph into like VSB thing? Maybe it did. Sean! Did you get your Paintball Ruin My Life custom stand? Yeah, I did. I swear I emailed you. I'm pretty sure I emailed you. Maybe I didn't. I remember I wrote it. I don't know. Thank you very much. That's in the other room. Hold on. Maybe, I don't know. Let's go, I'll go grab that. hold. Okay, there's definitely a tow truck outside. Definitely a tow truck outside. So Sean was nice enough, I'm gonna pull this screen back up. Sean was nice enough, he makes these, I know we've talked about this before, but he makes these really sweet gun stands. And he was awesome enough to make me this cool Paintball Ruined My Life one. Check them out. 3dpaintballstand.com. Yeah, it's kind of neat. So, I don't know. Let's talk about it again. Oh, here's my gun, actually. That's my paintball gun. They're kind of nifty. You can just screw on, you know, right there. Slots in. Whoa. Holds gun. The main reason I like them is because, like that DM right there, that DM9 or whatever the hell that is, I like that. Yeah, I don't have to have the barrel on that bad boy, and it can go in those little holders. That's mine. That's not my barrel though. Yeah, the Planet Eclipse FL, if this would focus, FL barrel on the Geo 3.5. I actually haven't played paintball in a long time. Why is everybody saying buckets in the chat? Confusing me. Man, I like these guns. I still hope that Planet Eclipse comes out with like a new high-end gun. That would be really cool. Let's go put, I'm gonna go put this down. That's back, that's put away. Did buckets want to get noticed? Someone, I don't know. You guys are killing me. People retarded. Blitz 3 or Evo 2? I don't know if I'd spend $250 on a Blitz 3. Buy a Proto Rise. If you're willing to spend $250, buy a Rise. Yeah. I don't know where to put this. Put that there. Put it out of the way. Chris, both are trash. I just don't know, like, I like a Zodin. I don't think a Zodin is bad. I just am not that big a fan of their electric guns. I don't know. I mean, like, the Evo's better, but, like, I don't know. I feel like the Evo's one of those guns that they, like, if you look at it on paper, right, it looks good. You're like, clamping feed neck, on, off, has macro line, has a 2-piece barrel, and then when you look at the Proto Rise, you're like, no clamping feed neck, 1-piece barrel with no on-off. Uses that weird stainless steel hose. Like, on paper, the Rise does not look as good, but it's a better gun. I think it shoots better, it's probably more reliable, it's built better. Like, it's better. Should do that. What do I think about MacDev? I really hope that if you watched, recently did like the title, I think the video is titled "The Future of High-End Paintball Guns" or something like that. In that video, I kind of talked about how I can see a time coming when low-end guns, or these mid-range $500 guns, get so good, and then there's competition between like Empire and Planet Eclipse. These guns just get at that low-end price better and better and better and better. Like, who knows? Maybe next time the Ether 3 comes with an OLED board. And then it's getting closer and closer to these high-end guns. And that's, I think, when those guns get better and better, is I think when MacDev gets in trouble. Because MacDev doesn't have the money, I don't think, to compete at that mid-range price. Sure, they make the drone, but I just don't see them moving the volume that's required to make the lower end mid-tier guns good enough to compete with the Axe and the Ether. But I think overall, like MacDev, I think my opinion of MacDev has gotten better recently. Like, I've always liked the way those guns felt. Like, in my hands, like, they feel really good. But I just still, I think as a smaller manufacturer, they still struggle sometimes with parts distribution. Like, getting parts can be difficult. And overall build quality. But I want MacDev to come out with a gun that's $1,000 that's good. Like, if they could come out with, like, a new version of the Clone 6 at, like, $1,000 and, like, improve it, that would be a compelling paintball gun. I mean, I think they could compete with the 160R and, like, the RSX at that price, so, yeah. My opinion on MacDev. Maybe not my opinion, maybe what I hope for and like what I could foresee happening in the future. Yeah. So what everyone should do right now is go copy the link in the URL, or copy the link in the address bar of this and share it on Facebook. That's what you should do. Friggin' Houston, man. That sucks. Houston's it's all crazy there. And then there's Hurricane Irma coming. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I guess that's one reason why, like, I wouldn't want to live in Florida or, like, anywhere where there's a hurricane potential. Like, man. I mean, like, people always talk about, like, how there's earthquakes in California and how we should be, like, scared of earthquakes. I've lived here my entire life and felt an earthquake one time. And it was last year, I think. Yeah. It was kind of funny because I was laying in bed and it was late. It was like 1:30. And I was like watching TV or doing something, laying in bed. And I feel like a rumble. I hear like a rumble noise and then kind of feel all at the same time maybe. And I'm like, man, who's like pounding on the wall? Like, what is going on? And I was like, no, I would not have felt it if someone hit the wall or like was pounding on the wall. I was like, that's a goddamn earthquake. First earthquake ever I ever felt. Not ever. Yeah, and it wasn't even that big. It was just like, some damage I think was caused in Napa, California, but not much. And we didn't experience damage, and that's the first time I ever felt it. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Screw all that tornado, hurricane stuff. People are crazy, man. Grade A hackers. Interesting. My thoughts on autocockers. I don't know. I like cockers. I think that I've always said this. Like with cockers, especially now, you kind of have to know what you have, though. You can't just be like random person and own autocockers. You're gonna have to know how to use them and tune them and tweak them. I like them. I think they're fun. I think they're fun because they're nostalgic, though. Like I just remember when cockers were all the rage and everybody had cockers. So for me, they're nostalgic. I would like to own like cool old cocker, but like I'd never use it, and I hate having stuff I don't use. Especially stuff that's worth money, because it's just sitting there, and I'm like, man, I never used that. I could sell that and, like, buy something else or, do whatever. So I think cockers are cool, but they're just, for me, yeah, just nostalgic. So I don't know. What are you people talking about? I keep seeing like Vio Ascend pop up. All the time. Chris, what'd Chris say? He said partially. The Clone 5, which is $1,500, is only $500 for us. So yes, but we get crazy discounts. I don't know. If you are getting sponsored by MacDev and getting guns for $500, you shouldn't say that. You're not supposed to say that. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want you telling people that. but all over now. And I don't think that, like, I don't know, if I was a manufacturer, there's like 4 teams that I would sponsor. Impact, Houston Heat, Dynasty. Yep, maybe 3. I mean, really. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't. Don't tell no one. Don't tell anyone. My thoughts on the Ether 2. I talk about the Ether 2 all the time. I've done 2 videos on the Ether 2. Go watch those. Go watch those. And if you're confused still, come back and watch those. Yeah, Heat Mad Haxer. Really? Heat in the top 3 for sponsorship? Yeah, because as a brand, I'm not saying like they're the like probably not top 3 like teams, right? But they probably get the most exposure. I mean, you think Dynasty does a great job exposure-wise. Impact do a decent job. I mean, I honestly think Dynasty, if I was a paintball company, I might give Dynasty the most money out of all these other teams. I know they don't win the most, but they have people on their teams who do a fantastic job about promoting sponsorship. Really, I mean, they're getting the most eyeballs on the products they use. But I think Heat's up there. Like Heat, Impact, Dynasty probably get like the most exposure. Because it's all about that return on investment, right? You can't be like the best team, no one ever uses the internet, no one posts anything to Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook or anything. It's all about that exposure. Yeah. Clayton McDonald. Thank you, sir. Brad, I picked up an LV 1.5 today, and it is redonkulous. Good. I have a gray ghost tank, aka Ninja, with adjustable regulator. Output is 700, 800. Do I need a new tank or rig? Well, I imagine that's true. I'm surprised I actually, Jake said, I always wonder how to spell redonkulous. I'm actually surprised I read redonkulous correctly. I wasn't like redonkulous. But if you have a gray ghost tank, I'm assuming it's a Ninja regulator on there, and you do not need to buy anything. If you have, all the Ninja tanks ever have been adjustable, what you should do is get the manual and then read the manual. But you need, I mean, ideally you have the output pressure between like 450 and 550. In the manual, it'll tell you how many shims to remove when you disassemble the rig. But in reality, you need to take the regulator apart, remove all the red shims, and then just put the thing back together, and then it'll be low pressure. It's real easy. But I would consult the manual because it's going to depend on which regulator you have, whether you have the Pro Reg or the standard regs on how to take them apart. So 1.5 is cool. Planet Eclipse guns. Everyone's got Planet Eclipse guns, man. I want like, I really hope the Bob Long, like, I don't know, I hope the Force is really cool. The Bob Long Force. Really hopes to. Hopes to? Hope it's good. There was a question. Wankies. Yankee Warrior. Yankee, like you're a Yankee? Or like the Yankees? I hope it's not the Yankees. Everyone hates the Yankees. Thoughts on the 0G and eject. Thoughts on the HK 150 pods. Also, Race 2 versus Neoscan. It sounds like you like HK stuff, so yeah. 0G and eject. I don't like the 0G harness. I'd rather have the eject harness, but I don't know. If I'm buying a pack, it's not one of those. It's probably an Empire or Bunker King pack. Thoughts on the 160 push button pods. I just don't like that crazy price for pods, so I would prefer to spend the 2-ish 50 and get Balkan or Gen X pods or the Die Alpha pod Also, race 2 versus Neilskin. I think that you should watch the knee pad video that came out today. I don't know. I would want the race pads because I feel like they're a more heavy-duty pad. But if you want the really lightweight ones, go with the Neilskin. Just watch the like knee pad video that I did today. That might be a little bit helpful. Vance, pump or mechanical for beginner? Definitely just regular mechanical semi. Because I feel like, you know, right, if you're new, you don't want to have to deal with pumping. Just pull the trigger and paintballs come out, you know? Like, it makes way more sense. No pump guns, just semi. Someone asked, how much did you pay for that hoodie? $780. That's how much that was. The standard Ninja Reg new 155. Clayton, yeah, it's real easy to make. It's real easy to make those low pressure. It's not hard at all. Sandborn. Kind of like that name. Brad, are you on a team? No. Ever been on team? Yeah. Well, lots of teams, but the most recent paintball team that I was seriously on, at least, we're gonna shift this, was a paintball team called Fusion. Fusion with a Z. It's all cool. Someone does a Fusion jersey around here. I don't know. That was a while ago, though. Yes, Eddie played on Rodents. I had jersey still around here somewhere. I never put it away. Fusion, yeah, but that was a while ago. I think 2013 was the last tournament I played with them. I mean, I've played tournaments since then, but wasn't really on the team. It was just kind of like, hey, we need someone. Or like, hey, can I just play with you guys? And wasn't really like officially on the team. I just don't have time for it, you know? Like, I just work a lot. So at this moment, I don't have much time on the weekends for paintball. My time is consumed with paintball, but not playing paintball. It's consumed with this and work and that. Jake, is Jake going live later? I hope Jake goes live later. I'm going to go in there and harass everybody. Guys, at some point here, I'm also going to, like, I don't know, like, create a new YouTube channel that's just me doing stuff. I don't know in God's name what I'm going to do. But if anybody is curious, let me see if I'm on the right thing. If anyone is ever curious, hold on. Okay, if you guys are curious ever about maybe seeing other video stuff that I do that does not involve paintball, well, I guess it will involve paintball, but it's not just going to be, you know, paintball videos like this is. There's going to be a link in the comments. Yeah, that's my other channel that at some point I'm going to post other, I don't know, paintball things too. Dustin Solons, so are you going to do vlogs? No. No. God, watching vlogs, like everybody does vlogs. Like you have to have like a crazy ass life or be like really good at editing or like do stuff interesting every day. And like, that's not me. And I don't care. Like, I don't know. I guess if I was going on like say I do like, I don't know, video and then like go to space for a week, I would do a video every day about that. And then go back to normal. But these vlogs, man, some people's vlogs are like, I don't know, like why does everyone just do vlogs? Like think of something interesting. I don't know. just don't get it. Everyone does freaking vlogs. It kills me. Justin says, you do live well. I don't know. I think that it could be better, and that's all about time. One thing that I really want to try to do is a paintball game show. I don't know how that would work or what would happen, but I don't know. I was actually looking at buttons the other day, so we'd have like pillars set up. People could like buzz in and like try to get the answers right. I don't know. I think that would be funny, and it'd be kind of cool live. But time, my friends, time. In due time, we'll say. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool. It'd be interesting. Like, I don't know what it would be. Just paintball trivia or something like that. Could have, like, I don't know, different categories, maybe? And then, like, to double your points, answer this, or I don't know, something. I think it'd be kind of funny. Who knows? I also thought about starting a game show channel. I feel like that'd require lots of time, though, and then would not allow me to do this. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to shoot anyone in the nuts, though. I don't know. That's stupid. Sorry, that's stupid. That was probably a joke, but still. Oh, someone says people don't forget fast. I forget fast. Any team, I don't know, something about Nikki Cuba. What was my favorite paintball gun? My favorite paintball gun currently is the Planet Eclipse. Sandborn. Do you wear a cup when you go paintballing? God, no. I could not. So, I played baseball for a very long time. I was a catcher, actually. I didn't wear a cup then, which blows people's minds, but I just couldn't do it. Like, it drove me crazy. It just was so annoying. So no, I don't wear a cup. I just wear slider shorts. There's none around here. They're just shorts that have a little bit of padding in the crotch groinal area. Isaac, thank you for a super chat. You asked your opinion on the most hyped product / idea in paintball ever. Whew. I don't know, man. You said 50 cal, so that makes me want to just be like 50 cal? I don't know. Hyped ever. Maybe the flatline barrel. Flatline barrels? Not rifling, because rifling's just stupid. And no one's ever like really hyped that up. The flatline. I'm going with flatline. That's the most hyped product ever. But idea. Flatline's because, I don't know, everyone just thinks it's going to be like some magic barrel that just makes gun shoot twice as far. And yeah, it doesn't, maybe not twice as far, but you're getting more distance. But they're just not accurate, and the ball is going so slow. By the time it reaches you, or reaches that person you're shooting at, the ball is just like, and falls right off. So I don't. Flatline. Idea ever. Maybe not hyped idea, but like, maybe that like 50 cal was going to take over. That was kind of ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, the problem with 50 cal is that, like, we still wanted to shoot these guns at 300, and then it just doesn't go far, right? It's like, you just can't shoot anyone because the fields aren't designed for it. Like in the Jack Wood thing earlier, they were talking about the whole reason that they made 50 caliber is because, I didn't know this, but apparently in Germany, the paintball has to, by the time when it leaves the barrel, have a certain amount of energy. So it can have like 7 joules or something like that. I forget the exact number. But by the time it leaves the barrel, it can only have a certain amount of potential energy. And in Germany, it was whatever number. And that worked out for paintball that you could only shoot like 228 or something like that. So the velocity was going to be really low. So they figured out with 50 caliber, you could shoot like 350. So really, with the 50 cal, you're actually able to shoot further at that like 350 than you were able to shoot with 68 at like 220. So apparently that's the reason they came out with like 50 cal kits for the Egos, was for Germany, and then it just never really took off. And then now it's morphed into this like 50 cal stuff, 7.4 Luke, joules. Yeah, and then now this 50 cal thing is morphed into like low impact, which I do think is great. And Jack mentioned in that, or no, was it LEDs? I don't know. Someone mentioned either in the live stream they did today or the blog post when they wrote about it, that if, like, think about when you first started playing paintball, if someone offered you to play 68, which was going to hurt more, or 50 cal, which wasn't going to hurt more, which one did you choose? Probably 50 cal, right? I mean, most people are going to choose 50 cal. I think people watching this are probably a different case. But if, 68 hurt some kid a bunch, he's probably not going to play paintball anymore. But if he played 50 cal and it maybe hurt a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. So maybe he's more apt to continue to play paintball. So I do hope that 50 cal works. I mean, I hope that, what would be really great is if just Planet Eclipse made the Etha 2 like $100, and then all the paintball fields would just have 50 cal Etha 2s. I think that would like make paintball considerably, maybe not considerably more popular, but more appealing. I mean, one of the problems people have is guns just suck. Like rental equipment is just awful. So, yeah. Sanborn, do you have a shoe collection? Me, no. I got a bunch of shoes, but I don't know if I'd consider them like a collection. Just like you probably have a bunch of shoes. Well, maybe not a bunch, but you probably have multiple pairs of shoes. But they're probably not a collection. My new thing for this winter is definitely going to be sandals and socks. Mark my words. Sandals and socks are going to be a new thing. Not just any sandals, though. Like, I got unshoes.com. They make some really cool sandals. Chris, you know what? I actually really like that channel. The Linus Tech Tips. He's like, it's a YouTube like tech channel, but it's actually like nerd stuff. It's actually like computer parts and stuff like that. He wears sandals, but my whole sandal image is going to be completely different than him. It's going to be okay. Never like white socks. I'm okay with white socks and sandals too. It has to be like the right situation. And they're not going to be like weird bought them from Walmart sandals. They're actually cool sandals. It's going to be okay. Definitely not slides. Those things are stupid too. Flip-flops? Nope. No flip-flops. No flip-flops. Why don't this'll, I don't know why we're doing this. We're doing it though. See, these are like, yeah, I did post a picture the other day. Oh, I might be killing the stream right now. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. So this is the other day when, like, I wonder if I can actually do this. No, we'll just do this ghetto. See, guys, it's gonna be all about the sandals. This is me. This is a picture of my feet from the other day when I was rocking the sandals and socks. I'm telling you guys, it's the future. The future is gonna be sandals and socks. Although I'm not really sure about like the sandals with shorts yet. I think that if I had like black pants on, like just black jeans or like, you know, something, it would look a little better than that. I'm telling you. It's the future. The future. They're versatile, right? My feet are warm because I have socks on. And then if I'm like, oh, I got to run through this river really fast, I can just take off my sandals, you know, take the socks off, put the sandals back on, run through the river, get my feet dry, and then put the socks back on. You know, I got dry feet, and they're still warm. It's the future. Telling you. Telling you. Telling you. So, you know what else happened this week? Well, something that I wanted to talk about. Justin, it sounds like you run through rivers on a regular basis. I do. Not. But if the scenario ever arrives when I need to run through a river, I will be prepared, and you guys will be like, damn, he was right. Anyway, off the topic of socks in the river, this is something that happened this week. The NXL, hold on, I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna get ready for this. I have not looked at this. We're doing this together. So what I'm curious about is which pro team that has an actual chance to make it, whoop, there's my socks picture. Which pro team actually that I think could win NXL Chicago has the easiest bracket, and which team has the hardest bracket? So does Dynasty have the hardest bracket? Does X Factor have the hardest bracket? Let's find out. We're gonna do this together. Let's go Dynasty Heat, okay? That's a toss-up. So that's a hard game for both of them. Dynasty plays Aftershock. That's an easy one. Nope, no dissing on Aftershock. The Dynasty play Outlaws. They play Damage. So they got 2 easy ones, 2 hard ones. Heat have a Dynasty match they have to play. Heat play Boom. That's an easy one. Heat play X Factor. That's a hard one. Okay, X Factor's got, or no, Heat have 3 hard matches, 1 easy one. And then X Factor play Damage. X Factor play Ironman. That's 2 hard matches. X Factor play Heat. X Factor play Boom. That's 3 hard matches, an easy match. I'm not going to consider Ironman getting close to winning this. Infamous, yeah, well, Infamous has got a chance. They play Uprising easy. They play AC Dallas, that's hard. They play Impact, that's hard. They play Revo, that's easy. So they got a 2 easy, 2 hard. Impact play Russian Legion, Revo, AC Dallas, Infamous. So Impact have 3 hard and 1 easy. How about Russian Legion? Who do they play? Okay, they play Impact. They play Thunder. They play PC Katana. They play Uprising. That's pretty easy. So they got 1 hard match and 1 easy. 1 hard match and 3 easy. Who am I missing here? AC Dallas have PC Katana, easy, Infamous hard, Impact hard, Revo hard. Revo easy. So they got 2 and 2. So it looks like with the morning bracket, gosh, I am awful. My memory is so bad. It looks like X Factor have the hardest in the morning division. And then maybe Dynasty, and then Dynasty have the easiest? What about the lunch break group, the after group? I'm going to go with Impact have the hardest. And then, man, I don't know. And then, yeah, Russian Legion have the easiest out of all the teams, though, because they have to play. So Russian Legion's going to play Impact. Russian Legion's going to play Thunder. And then they play PC Katana and Uprising. So, man, I don't know. Wow, my sock picture. I don't know. I foresee Russian Legion easily making it to the finals. Those are not my predictions. I kind of did this so I can formalize my predictions. Yeah. Mad Haxer, man, I missed a super chat. let's get to that. Tom, I missed Tom's, sorry. Tom H, you'd buy Yeezys? Yeezy sandals, God no, I wouldn't buy Yeezys at all. The Yeezys I have, I don't even know where they're at. I don't ever wear them. They're way too cool for me. Yeezy sandals, only if I could wear them with socks. I'm telling you. Guys, it's the future. The future. Sandals in socks. Telling you. It's all about socks and sandals. Justin Mullins. Coming to Sac from Kansas City. That's good. I'd rather live in Sacramento than Kansas City. Actually, I don't know. KC? OKC, you got the Thunder. The Thunder are pretty legit. You got Russ Westbrook. Russ is pretty, like, the best player in the NBA. Maybe not the best player. The most fun player in the NBA to watch. What's your shop's name? And what's the chance you will be there? And I might get to say hi. Predator Paintball, Sacramento, California. I'm most of the time here, but that doesn't mean I'm always, like, available. Because I might be, like, on the phone or, like, you know, I don't know. But most of the time, yeah. PB Obsession. T2 or MVP? Me personally, MVP. I think that matters who you ask, though. I prefer the MVP. I know a lot of people really like the CCM guns, though, so it really does matter who you ask. I just think the MVP's superior build quality and the very smooth pump stroke has got my vote. Matt, the Gucciest one. Brad, do you ever wear chest protectors? No. I have never worn a chest protector. Ever. I was trying to think. Not paintball, for sure. Not paintball-wise. Never done it. A CSR or a Lux Ice? For certain CSR. I think the Lux Ices are better than they ever have been. Or the Lux Ice is the best Lux there's ever been. That might be like, kind of like a lame answer, but I don't know. I really like the CSR. I'm not that big fan of the Lux. Chris, Brett, are you AP rated? Yeah, I'm D4. Because I don't play paintball anymore. So that's the paintballs. I don't play paintball tournaments anymore. So that's like the lowest I can go. I don't think I can get any lower. I think my points are like bottomed out. Will, Mini GS, Z2, and Empire 6845 good setup? Yep. Yeah, I like that one. What's a cheaper alternative to the Mini GS? We are going to say cheaper. I'm not going to say... So first, there's two things, right? Cheaper and inexpensive. I think that cheaper defines a quality, right? So like cheaper as in it's not made as well. Inexpensive meaning the price is less. So there are cheaper things. There are less expensive guns in the Mini GS that are comparable, but they're also cheaper, which would be like the Proto Rise or the Valken Code. Those are probably gonna be the two guns that are compared to the Mini GS, but dude, it's like they're like $50 less. It's definitely worth the extra money to just buy a freaking GS. When's the next paintball setup for us? Old soul? I don't know, probably 2 weeks. In there somewhere. Yeah. I'm not positive, but probably 2 weeks, because I think that this time will be, I don't know. I gotta go back and look at all the pictures and decide what I want, but I would like it to be pump guns, like cool high-end mechanical guns. Yeah. One of those two categories. Bus driver 101. Thank you. Thoughts on wannabe pro speedball guns against rentals? I don't understand the wannabe speedball guns. Speed guns? Wannabe pro speed guns. The same people that go out to paintball fields and like beat up on rentals that are experienced players are the same people that are just jackasses in regular life, right? They're the guy who cuts everybody off when he's driving, the people that park in multiple parking spaces, the people that park in handicap spaces. They're just asses in regular life. So, yeah, I think it's bad for paintball, but I also feel that like that's the paintball field's responsibility to monitor and not allow that type of behavior to go on. Because, I mean, me personally, like, if I have a business, I'm going to look out for my customers. And if there's a guy being an ass, like shooting rentals in the head or using full auto and just wrecking rentals, like, that's not good for anybody. I mean, it might be good for the guy's ego who's like, I'm just messing these kids up. But, yeah, it's not good for your business. And it's not good for paintball, that's for sure. So, yeah. Don't like people who are, I don't like people who are rude in general. Like, a disdain for a lot of people who are just rude. Or like when I'm at work, right, talking to a customer, and someone just comes in the door and they're like, bam, start talking to me. I'm like, dude, I'm interacting with someone. It's like, God, that shit kills me. That happens like every day. It's like, what do you, like, what? Like, why are you so important that you can just cut in on our conversation and me just ignore this person now? Kills me. It kills me. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Come back Thursday. Maybe I'll have like, I don't know, some sort of thing planned Thursday or something. Definitely, I will do an NXL Chicago predictions. I will have an official NXL Chicago Open Paintball Tournament Pro Division predictions. Maybe we'll do predictions for all of them. Maybe I'll go pro, semi-pro, D3, D4, pump, 10-man, whatever. Maybe we'll just do predictions for everything. Probably not, but definitely pro. Yeah, it's been real, guys. Thursday, come back. Tomorrow's paintball question time, where I discuss Bob Long guns. We discuss inexpensive paintball harnesses. And something else that I can't remember. I'm not going to remember right now, and I'm not going to try. So